Oh goodness, you guys. I'm Lori from Cook Scrub Craft, and these are all the books that I'm going to be reading, fingers crossed, for September. Can you believe it's that time where I'm already talking about my September to read list? I feel like I haven't made much progress. I didn't make much progress with my August to read list, so a couple of those might actually filter into September. But I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books on here, so we'll see what happens. Library books, I'm sure I'm going to start with first, but I also have several review books. I'm part of the WaterBrook and Multnomah book blogger team, so I have 4 books from them to review, and they all unfortunately come out in September. I think one of them might be October, but obviously I want to get it read in time for the release date, so we'll see how it goes. And I know one of them I'm not going to get read in time for the release date, but I will still do my very, very, very hardest to promote it on release day and then get a review up as soon as I possibly can. All right, so bear with me. I'm going to go through this whole big stack. The first book on the stack is a library book, Lisa Gardner, Never Tell. I read a Lisa Gardner book several months ago. I put a whole bunch more on my to-read list. So this is one that I picked up. Again, it's, you know, another kind of like mystery thriller, deals with family dynamics. So I'm looking forward to reading this one because I really have liked what I've read by her so far. I don't know if this is one of the more recent ones. Oh my gosh, look at all these books that she's written. And of course, I'm going to read them all. This one came out, oh no, this is actually one of the most recent. This is 2019, so it's probably going to be due back to the library really, really soon. So I'll have to make this one a priority, or I'll just renew it. The library probably really, really hates me. The next one from my stack is, I guess it's like a young adult novel. I got this was sent to me, I guess to review. It's Aladdin Far from Agrabah, and it actually came out timed to the live action Aladdin movie, which I haven't seen. Have you guys seen it? Did you like it? Is it worth it? I was thinking maybe a rental, you know, or it's not, you don't really rent them anymore. You like Netflix them or Redbox them, I guess. You can turn anything into a verb. But this, and this was almost donated, but I saved it from the donation pile because I thought, is this like a new telling? Is it a version that's based on the movie, or is it based on the animated movie? I didn't really know. And then there was something else that I was reading in here about, that made it seem like it might be kind of different. It says, when Prince Ali presents the magic carpet to Princess Jasmine, she agrees to embark on a journey with him and asks that he take her to his homeland, Ababwa. On an adventure in a fantastical kingdom, Aladdin and Jasmine get caught up in the magic they're in. So I'm like, is this supposed to be the, you know, like normal Aladdin story that we know from Disney? Or is this like a retelling just to give people, well, it says it's an original tale. So maybe right here, if I read the cover, I would get my answer. It says an original tale from Aisha Saeed. So I don't know. I guess something different could happen in this one. And so that's why I decided that I wanted to keep it and read it, and I'll let you know when I'm done. I also picked up a very, very new one, super new, came out, I guess in April, but that's when the library got it. Save Me From Dangerous Men. I've been hearing a lot about it. I think I read a review of it and thought it sounded interesting. It's about a woman who works at a bookshop, but she's also a private investigator, and she investigates dangerous men. So I'm assuming this is going to be kind of thrilling, like a mystery. I don't know what this woman ends up getting caught up in, but I really liked the sound of it. Kind of, I think it's kind of good for, like, you know, end of summer. You're kind of getting out of the summertime reads, and we're transitioning into September where we're going for like the more things with substance, you know what I'm saying? So I will hopefully, maybe I'll talk about, I don't know, I haven't really been like posting reviews of library books. I've just been doing the reviews of the advanced review copies, but maybe I'll have to do some type of roundup of like the books that I've been reading from the library recently, so I can let you know what I think about them when I'm done with them. And then it's on to a review book. I talked about this one, I think I've talked about this one. I think it was actually on a to-read list for me a while ago, but I didn't get around to it. But it's okay because this doesn't come out until October. So I will, of course, have a review of the book posted in October. But this is supposed to be kind of like a love story. Two people realize they have something in common, but it's sort of like mystical or something. I love the cover. I think I mentioned that before. It's got stars and it looks like kind of like a puppet type of doll. So I'm really looking forward to checking this out and seeing what it's all about. I also, for this month, picked an old one. This is an advanced review copy that I got last year from Book Expo, and the book is called House of Gold. It came out last October, so I'm kind of like a year behind in reading it. But it intrigued me. It was one of the last books that I picked up at Book Expo. Kind of judged it by its cover, thought it looked interesting, and then the woman handing out the book said, if you like Downton Abbey, you might like this book. And I thought, okay, I'll take a look. I read a book a couple years ago that also had that same type of like 1920s glitz and glamour, and I cannot think of what it's called, but this kind of reminds me of that one as well. So I'll have to let you know what it is. It's about a family in Vienna, 1911, and they're very wealthy, but well, the back of the book says the start of a war, the end of a dynasty. So I will, even though it's not like it's a year late, I'll do a review of this book too. And now on to all the books that I'm doing for WaterBrook and Multnomah. They're all Christian books, Christian nonfiction. That seems to be kind of a lot of what's been coming through in terms of invitations for launch teams through this publisher. I don't have a problem with that. I love reading religious books, spiritual books. Sometimes I do like just a nice, good fiction book as opposed to kind of bombarding myself with a lot of nonfiction. But I think that with the stuff I get from WaterBrook and Multnomah, it is nonfiction, but then I have enough fiction in my to-read list to kind of like balances everything out for me. So the first book that I signed up for, and you know what, this one actually comes out, I lied, this one comes out in October 1st, but I still need to like get on the ball and read it. All right, it's by Anne Graham Lotz. It's Experiencing the Holy Spirit as a Constant Companion. I just thought it sounded kind of interesting, like what you know about Jesus, but this is Jesus in you. So I wanted to explore what that meant. There's a kind of a mantra. I can't think of who said it, but it was kind of a mantra that you're supposed to repeat in times of anxiety, where I cast my fears on the Christ within and I go free. And so that whole concept of like the Christ within, Jesus in me, is intriguing to me. And so I wanted to read what this author had to say about that and how you can, I guess, find, I almost said resurrect, but that's probably not the right word I want to use for that. But how you can, you know, find Jesus in yourself, I guess. I'll do a review and I'll tell you more about it. I'll get you the specifics. And then also, we'll just move right through these. Raising Successful Teens. This is an update of a book by Jeffrey Dean. It used to be called The Fight of Your Life, which I probably sums up dealing with teenagers. I was a pretty easy teenager, so I don't really know what the big deal is. I obviously don't have a teenager yet, but it's never too early to start taking a look at parenting books that could help me as we get to those next stages. And this is supposed to be, I guess, updated. It's a revised and updated edition. So if you've read the original book, maybe when you read my review of this one, you will find out what's different about it. And then, because we're moving on, Something Needs to Change by David Platt. This also comes out in September. It's a call to make your life count in a world of urgent need. I forgot that I had signed up for this launch team, so this book was a total surprise when I got it in the mail. And I've been reading people in the special Facebook group for the WaterBrook Multnomah bloggers. They've all had really positive things to say about it and how it's caused them to reflect on their own lives and like, are they really living the way they should be or the way that they want to? And so I think this book might be a really good call to action for some of us. And I will definitely post a review to let you know what I think about it. If it lives up to the hype. Oh, my book stack is getting really high here. So the last one is May It Be So, 40 Days with the Lord's Prayer. This one is get that out of there. This one is more of like a devotional thing, and I'm still doing the Core 52 devotional because that's going to take me through the whole year. But I will take a break from that so that I can do a couple of the devotions through here and let you guys know. It's, you know, very, very short. It's just 40 days. You read like a little thing, and then it gives you some suggested practices about how you can kind of incorporate what you just read into your life. It has really little, like, nice little prayers inside, nice little images too that you can kind of go through, and then again more like in-depth readings that you can do. So I think this could be, I mean, it says 40 days, but I think you could probably break it up into different chunks, do longer stretches in one day, or just if you have like 5 minutes to do one of the prayers and just kind of focus on that, you could do that as well. But this comes out at the end of September, and I will definitely give you guys more info on that after I read the book and review it. And I was actually just thinking, this one comes out September 17th. This is the one that comes out September 3rd. So this is going to be, well, depending on when I post this video, this book could already be out. I haven't done a review, but here's your promotional FYI. This book comes out on Tuesday, September 3rd. So those are all the books I'm reading this month. I would love to connect with you guys on Goodreads and know more about the books that you guys are reading. Maybe I should also take a pick from you guys. Which one of the books that you just saw here do you think is interesting? Do you think I should start reading first? Obviously after the most important one that has to be done because it's coming out soon. Yeah, just leave me a comment below. Let's connect. Follow me on social media. I'd love to connect with you there. So, and I just broke a nail, which makes me really, really, really mad because I just did my nails last night. This is why I need books like this, so that I can like de-stress. Okay, so I'll see you guys in another video, scrapbook process video or book video. I don't know. You'll have to subscribe to the channel to find out which comes next. I'll see you guys next time. Happy reading.